This week on Jersey Matters, Governor Murphy is willing to voluntarily give up his health emergency powers. But there's a catch. We'll talk with Senate President Steve Sweeney about the governor's demands. New Jersey Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill tells us she won't vote for President Biden's infrastructure bill unless it includes two things. And it's officially the beginning of summer at the Jersey Shore. But things are going to look a little different this year. Hello and welcome to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. Governor Murphy is willing to allow the state health emergency to expire on June 30th. And that would take his power to sign so many executive orders and not have to go through the legislature. But there's a catch. The governor wants to put some of his existing orders into a bill that he could sign into law before June 30th. Here's Senate President Steve Sweeney to talk about it.
Senate President Sweeney, thank you so much, as always, for your time. I have received so many emails, a lot of confusion, a lot of consternation about what's going to happen on June 30th with the emergency powers. People believe there is this deal between you and Governor Murphy and Assemblyman Coughlin, Speaker Coughlin, about the emergency powers, that they will be given up. The emergency powers by the governor will be given up, but all of the mandates and directives will go on, or at least a good deal of them. Can you tell us what is going on?
We agreed to leave some in place, Larry, because I don't want to be responsible for the vaccinations. I don't think, as legislators, we should be responsible for as far as running the vaccination sites. The administration has done a good job of creating the infrastructure. There's conversations about extensions on evictions but we're doing legislation to try to fix that eviction issue right now. We got a bill that Senator Stack has put $750 million into. It would go towards landlords to reduce the back, the back rent that people owe. Moratorium on utility shutoffs. They're the discussions we're having right now. But we want to open up, Larry. It's time. And I know there was a lot of confusion created when the CDC came out and said, you don't need the masks anymore. And the administration said, well, we're going to do the masks anyway. I understand being concerned. I truly do, and not wanting to get burned on something like that's what the governor said. But if you say you're following the science and the numbers, then you have to follow the science and the numbers. And I think that's what confused a lot of people. Larry, that the CDC says the masks go away. New York drops it, Pennsylvania drops it, now New Jersey and Hawaii are the only two states that have it. If we trust the vaccinations that we keep saying are safe for us, I've been vaccinated, thrilled to be. It's time. It's time to move forward. It really is.
You want the mask mandate gone? The mask mandate is going to be gone. Will it be gone for schools?
Something that's the debate right now, and we're talking about leaving that with the CDC also. Again, if we're going to follow a set of rules, the CDC is consistent throughout the country as far as mandating rules. I would think come the time for schools to go back, if everyone's getting vaccinated the way we are, a lot of kids are getting vaccinated now, 12 to 17 years old. I would think that, again, the CDC is going to make a move to say we don't need masks at all. And I'm looking forward to that.
But as of right now, when you meet and come up with this deal for June 30th, the Executive Order 175 that requires masks in schools, will that stay?
Don't know yet, Larry. Really, that's a moving target right now. I want to see masks go away. I understand they said the kids, young kids can't be vaccinated, but young kids aren't really getting sick.
Right.
So there's an argument to be made. Again, teachers should be getting vaccinated. School staff should be vaccinated. We have the ability, as it's a choice people are making whether to get vaccinated or not. But I think at some point you have to say, hey, listen, we want to get rid of these masks. I think, look, they're there to protect us, but then there's also the harm that's created for children. We're used to being with each other. Kids are used to, hanging out with each other, rubbing their nose on each other's shirts and stuff like that. So this isn't natural.
Let's talk about Patrick Callahan. There was his confirmation hearing has been held up a long time by you to be the state police superintendent. It's since October 17th, since October 2017. Will that go forward now? There was news a few days ago that there was a tentative deal. Then there was news that there wasn't a tentative deal.
There was never a deal. I said in that one article that at some point there's a possibility that it can go through, but there was never a deal. There's not a deal now. There wasn't a deal when they reported it. And it was just a matter of me not getting to a reporter quickly enough, and they ran with the story that someone gave them. So the situation is where it's been. There is no deal.
So the holdup before, and correct me if I'm wrong, was because there were allegations he intervened in a sexual assault in Sussex County. He's been cleared of that, has he not?
Well, there's been a report. If you read the report, they said it was highly irregular for a law enforcement official to notify someone that they're under investigation. In fact, they were chastised. In fact, if you read the report, it was pretty blistering from law enforcement professionals from around the country saying how highly unethical that was to do. That like someone's coming to me saying, hey, just so you know, look out, we're watching you. So listen, there's some other issues that I'm not going to go into at this time with troopers. There are concerns with some troopers with the colonel, the acting colonel. So for now, it's not, no, it's just not right now. And I don't know why. I was surprised when they ran the story.
Okay, and that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up again, because it was a story a few days ago, and that's why I'm bringing it up now. But all the things you're talking about, wouldn't they come up at a confirmation hearing?
Yes, they would. And listen, that and maybe some other things right now, Larry. But right now, I'm not in a position where I'm ready to go forward with that.
We continue our conversation with New Jersey Senate President Steve Sweeney right after this.